hell am I doing with my hands right now? Greetings, Earthlings and Frag Commies. My name is Luke. I am Poe, and today we are doing a Fragcomm tag video tagged by the lovely lady Sarah over at Glam Finds for the top 7 fragrances that didn't quite work for me. Okay, so technically it was supposed to be top 10, but Nigel over at 2 cents worth says top 7 is the new top 10. I order a lot of decants and samples and go from there. I don't really like to blind buy unless I'm fairly certain it's going to be a home run. These are samples or decants that I purchased that I decided for whatever reason I wasn't going to buy a bottle. First, let's discuss Aqua Ammar. The strength of the ocean. Jeremy Fragrance hyped this one up quite a bit. It is okay. It is not the strength of the ocean. It is maybe a thumb war of a rippling creek. It has a very bitter, harsh, synthetic opening, and it moves on from there into this woody dry down. It almost like it's trying to be a marine version of Terre de Hermes, but it doesn't do what Terre de Hermes does really well, which is that vetiver bitter orange combination. The next one that didn't quite work for me on the list is a sample of Boss Bottled Tonic. It has a nice, pleasant smell. I will give it that. It just has probably the worst longevity I've ever smelled or experienced, because you can't really smell longevity if it doesn't exist. The famous apple from Boss Bottled is there. There's also a really nice ginger. But after 10-15 minutes, it's a Boss Bottled Tonic. I hardly knew ya. If you want a Boss Bottled that is more appropriate for the warmer weather, go with this guy. Boss Bottled Unlimited. Mint, pineapple, has way better performance than the Boss Bottled Tonic. Check it out. Skip the Boss Bottled Tonic. The next fragrance that didn't quite work for me, Penhaligon's Sartorial. Got a decant of that. If I was given a bottle, I would wear it. Let's just say that. However, it smells like Brut. For the price of Penhaligon's Sartorial, I can't really justify that Brut smell. It doesn't quite have that fougere barbershop quality, but in a more modern, updated twist like Tom Ford Beau de Jour. This next one finds itself on a lot of lists out there for top 10 cheapies or a few affordable blind buy fragrances. This one is Jack Bogart Pour Homme, and it is a cherry tobacco fragrance. Quite beast mode, I might say. If you want a fragrance that is cheap and super long lasting, super loud, this would be a great one to buy. For me, it is very reminiscent of Mugler's Pure Havane, and not as well blended or as quality. It is kind of screechy or synthetic in the opening, and by kind of I mean a lot. It is very loud, and it has just kind of a cherry cough syrup vibe. This next one might be a little controversial. It is everyone's favorite fragrance for the workplace. It is Tom Ford Gray Vetiver, and it's perfectly fine as a vetiver fragrance. It's fine. And I am a huge Tom Ford fan. Most of my favorite fragrances come from that house. But compared to other vetiver-based fragrances that are on the market, Guerlain Vetiver, Ancre Noir, Luxe Stream, it's not head and shoulders above that, and those two fragrances that I mentioned previously can be had for a lot more affordable price. It does smell nice. I don't have any qualms with how it smells or if it's quality or well blended. It's all of those things. Just not as good as the cheapies. Coming at the number 2 spot. Not that these have any particular order to them. It is Paco Rabanne Invictus Aqua. This isn't the 2016 batch, I don't believe. It is the 2017, 2018 batch whenever I bought this decant. Super sweet. I can see how a lot of younger guys would like to wear this. not only in the summertime, but I think year-round. It definitely reminds me of a younger high school, college type of fragrance. Not that there's anything wrong with that. Just at my age, 85, it's not a fragrance that I would reach for. I'm a little bit more sophisticated now. I don't know why that was a blend of like a British and Swedish accent. But it probably is because I'm 85 and so distinguished I can pull off such a mashup of accents. And mashup isn't even a word. I am creating content right now, people. And the number one fragrance that didn't work for me, Le Male by Jean Paul Gaultier. This is lavender, vanilla, a little bit of mint, super sweet, super loud. This formulation isn't quite as well blended, or isn't quite as quality as some other things on the market that do very similar things as this fragrance. Prada Luna Rosa Sport is kind of like Le Male, but done better, in my opinion. It's higher quality, it does the same thing, it's sweet and it's loud, but to me it's not cloying or kind of harsh and in your face. That is going to wrap it up for me today, Frag Commies. Thank you again to Sarah at Glam for tagging me in this video. If you're not familiar with her channel, guys, go check her out and subscribe. Show her some love. She really has some great content and a really killer collection. I would like to tag on 2 more reviewers for this tag video. The first one would be Brandon at DaVinci's Alchemyst. If you're unfamiliar with his channel, go check it out. The link will be in the description. He does a lot of like absurdism comedy like I do with his fragrant reviews. Really nice guy. Go check out Brandon at DaVinci's Alchemist. And also Curly Fragrance over there in the Netherlands. She's putting out some great content as well, talking about men's fragrances, women's fragrances. Go check out her channel. Like, comment, or subscribe. Or don't. But that's gonna do it for me, Frag Commies. It still smells like a Invictus Aqua bomb in here, mixed with a little bit of Penhaligon sartorial. What I'm trying to say is, it ain't pleasant.